Mai leaves the table without a word. Her footsteps echo down the narrow hallway. The bathroom light hums as she locks the door. She grips the marble sink, breathing unevenly. The mirror throws back a stranger's face. Same eyes as her father, same cheekbones as her mother. But the expression doesn't belong to anyone she knows. Her reflection looks hollow, like something emptied out. She turns on the tap, cold water rushing fast. It splashes against her skin, sharp and shocking. The chill grounds her for a moment. Behind her eyelids, memories rise like mist. She sees the dock, gray wood under her bare feet. The lake shimmered in the early light. Her father's voice, low and steady, teaching her to cast. The small thrill when the line went taut. The quiet mornings, before anyone else woke. That was her world once. Not Lynn's. Never Lynn's. Mai presses both hands against the sink. Her chest aches with something she can't name. She tries to swallow, but the air feels too thick. The voices from the dining room drift faintly through the door. Laughter, camera shutters, the clink of crystal. They sound so far away, like another life. She whispers to herself, they gave it away. The words taste bitter. Not just a house, but a childhood. 15 summers of mornings on the lake. Her father's hands guiding hers. Her mother calling from the porch. All replaced by Lynn's filtered smile. She wipes her face, forcing her breath steady. When she steps back into the hallway, the air feels colder. The chandelier light spills gold over the table. Her family sits exactly where she left them. Only now there are champagne glasses on the table. Lynn holds her phone high, recording a toast. To new beginnings at the lake house, she laughs. Mai pauses in the doorway, invisible again. Her mother waves her closer with that practiced smile. Come, dear, just one family shot. Mai obeys, her body moving before her mind does. She lifts a glass, her fingers trembling slightly. The camera flashes, freezing their perfect happiness. She forces her mouth into something like a smile. The champagne burns down her throat. Lynn's voice rings out, bright and hollow. This will be great for my summer series. Mai sets her glass down, careful not to spill. The bubbles hiss quietly, dying fast. She looks at her parents, both beaming with pride. Neither of them looks at her. Not really. She realizes then what hurts most. It isn't losing the house. It's losing her place in their story. The one she helped build, memory by memory. Now rewritten without her. She turns away, her voice barely a whisper. I need some air. No one stops her as she leaves. Behind her, the laughter swells again. Perfect, polished, and empty. Mai drives home through quiet streets. The city lights blur like melted stars. Her hands tighten around the steering wheel. Every red light feels longer than the last. She pulls into the parking lot of her apartment. The night air is sharp and dry. Inside, silence waits like an old friend. She kicks off her shoes and drops her purse. The faint scent of dust fills the room. Boxes line the corner of her living room. Labels in neat handwriting mark each one. She kneels, dragging out the box that reads like memories. The cardboard bends softly under her touch. When she lifts the lid, the past breathes out. Old photos spill across the floor. A little girl with missing teeth holding a fish. Her father beside her, proud and laughing. Another photo shows the dock half-built. 14-year-old Mai holding a hammer, hair tangled by wind. The images shimmer under the dim lamp. No filters, no poses, only truth. She sits cross-legged, tracing faces with her finger. Then she finds it, a leather-bound notebook. The cover cracked, corners frayed with time. She opens it carefully, heart pounding fast. Inside, her father's handwriting curls across yellowed pages. July 17, 1998. Mai caught her first bass, 4 pounds, 10 minutes, didn't give up. Her throat tightens as she reads. Each line smells faintly of lake water and sun. She flips through more pages. Every entry filled with weather notes, fish sizes, quiet joy. Not once does Lynn's name appear. It's as if her sister never existed there. Mai closes the book slowly, pressing it to her chest. Tears slide down, soft and soundless. Her father once saw her, really saw her. Now he pretends not to remember. She spreads the photos across the rug. A timeline of summers no one else recalls. The contrast feels cruel and undeniable. Her world of sweat, dirt, and laughter. Lynn's world of lighting, filters, and staged smiles. Mai whispers to the empty room, "They're erasing me." The words echo off the walls. She gathers the photos again, one by one. Each picture feels like proof she once belonged. She stacks them neatly, wraps the journal in cloth. The weight of it steadies her breathing. Some memories must be guarded like treasures. She turns off the lamp but can't sleep. Through the window, the city hums softly below. Her phone buzzes with a new notification. Lynn has posted a photo of the lake house. The caption reads, "My dream finally comes true." Hearts and comments flood beneath it. Mai stares at the screen until it blurs. No one mentions her. No one remembers who built that dock, who learned to fish at dawn, who loved that water long before filters existed. She sets the phone face down on the table. In the darkness, a quiet vow forms inside her. They can keep the house, but they will never own the truth. Morning light leaks through the curtains. Mai hasn't slept. The journal lies open beside her pillow. Her phone vibrates again, the same name flashing. She answers without thinking. Her mother's voice is smooth, controlled. "We need you to help Lynn with the maintenance plan." Mai stays silent, jaw tight. "You know the systems better than anyone," her mother continues. Her father's voice joins on speaker. "You've managed repairs for years. Just show her the ropes." Mai closes her eyes, exhaustion heavy in her chest. "I'm not doing it." A pause, sharp and heavy. Her mother sighs. "You're the mature one, Mai, be reasonable." Her father adds, "Family helps family." She hangs up before they can say more. The quiet afterward feels like freedom and grief mixed together. She scrolls through her contacts and stops at one name. Nam. They haven't spoken in years. Her fingers hover, then tap send. "Coffee." The reply comes quickly. "Lakeside Cafe, 1 hour." When she walks in, Nam looks almost the same. Older eyes, silver at the temples, same easy smile. "They gave the lake house to Lynn," he asks, stunned. "She barely went there." Mai laughs, but the sound breaks halfway. She's turning it into content now. Nam shakes his head slowly. "I remember you out there every morning. Fishing while the fog was still thick. You caught your first bass when you were 5. 6, Mai corrects softly. Her smile wavers, then steadies. "Dad bought me my first rod for my birthday." Nam leans forward, eyes kind. "So you weren't imagining it. It was yours first." Something lifts inside her chest. Not joy exactly, something truer, cleaner. For years, she doubted her own memories. Now at last, someone else remembers too. They talk until the coffee grows cold. When they part, Nam squeezes her shoulder. "Come to the lake this weekend," he says. "See it one more time. We'll fish like before." Back home, Mai drafts a message to her parents. She writes and deletes 6 versions. Finally, she types only one line. "I won't be creating a plan for Lynn. She can hire someone." The response comes fast. Her father's curt message, her mother's guilt-ridden paragraphs. Then Lynn's text. "I thought you'd be happy for me, sis." Mai turns off the phone, slips it into a drawer. The silence afterward hums with strange relief. She walks to the window. Outside, the skyline glows gold against the evening. For the first time in years, she feels the shift. Like the ground beneath her has cracked open. Not destruction, awakening. They might own the house, but not her story. Not anymore. Sunday comes wrapped in gray clouds. Mai parks outside her parents' house. Her phone buzzes with one last reminder. Lakehouse transition meeting, 2:00 p.m. sharp. She takes a slow breath and walks up the path. Laughter spills through the open doorway. Too many voices, too much noise. Inside, the dining room glitters with glass and silver. A photographer adjusts lights in the corner. Her aunt waves her over with forced warmth. So good you came to support Lynn's big day. My stomach tightens. What big day exactly? Uncle Di raises his glass. The house, of course, about time it's hers. Her father gestures toward an empty chair. Sit down, Mai. We're reviewing maintenance schedules. Before she can speak, the door bursts open. Lynn sweeps in, glowing in a white sundress. A woman with a reflector follows closely behind. Sorry I'm late. We're filming the family handover moment. Mai freezes mid-step. Filming, of course. Her mother beams. Just a symbolic gesture, dear, for Lynn's followers. Lynn scrolls through her phone, grinning. The caption will read, "Legacy passes to the next generation." The words hit like cold water. Mai's breath catches. Legacy, she echoes quietly. Her father slides a folder across the table. The deed transfer's already complete. Her mother adds quickly, it's always been Lynn's special place. Mai stares at them, disbelief sharp in her throat. That's not true. Silence falls. Her mother laughs nervously. Oh, we all remember how Lynn cried every summer when we left. I built the dock, Mai says, voice steady. I fished with Dad every morning. Uncle Di chuckles. You must be confusing things, dear. Lynn adored that lake. The room tilts. Everyone nods, certain of their false memory. Mai's pulse roars in her ears. She pushes her chair back. Excuse me. No one stops her. But instead of turning to the bathroom, she walks to her father's study. The smell of leather and paper fills the air. She knows where to look. Behind his ledgers, the old album waits. Fishing Chronicles, gold letters nearly faded. She takes it and returns to the table. Conversations die mid-sentence. Without a word, she drops the album in the center. Pages flutter open. A 5-year-old Mai grins beside her father, holding a fish. Her mother reaches for it quickly. Those old photos mean nothing now. Mai pulls it back, turns another page. July 2000, Mai and Dad rebuild the dock. Another page. August 2001, Mai's first bass. Lynn's smile cracks. Her mother's tone sharpens. That's enough. Mai stands, trembling but unbroken. I'm not contesting your transfer. I'm contesting the erasure of my childhood. Her father's voice cuts the air. This discussion is over. No, Mai says quietly. It's finally beginning. She closes the album with care. I'll be at the lake this weekend, but not yours. She turns, the room frozen behind her. Outside, the air tastes like rain and freedom. Nam's old truck waits at the curb. She climbs in, the album pressed to her chest. They rewrote history, she says softly. Nam glances at her, then the road. Let's go remind it who lived it first. The lake greets them with quiet silver light. Mist hangs low, curling above the still water. Mai breathes in the scent of pine and rain. Nam unloads the fishing rods without a word. They push the small boat from the dock. The engine hums softly, steady as memory. When they reach the middle, Nam cuts the motor. Silence folds around them like a blanket. Ready, he asks, handing her a rod. Her hands remember before her mind does. The weight, the balance, the gentle snap of wrist. The lure arcs through the air and lands clean. Ripples bloom across the glassy surface. Nice cast, Nam says quietly. She smiles for the first time in days. Across the water, her family's dock stretches empty. No cameras, no laughter, no false celebration. Guess the filming plans were just talk, Nam murmurs. My nods, eyes soft with calm defiance. She wouldn't wake up this early for sunrise anyway. Her phone buzzes in her pocket. She ignores it. Let them wait. 2 hours pass in slow, healing silence. They reel in 3 bass and a small perch. Nam's father waves from the dock as they return. Caught anything good, he calls. Mai lifts the fish with a grin. Just like old times. The older man chuckles, voice warm and familiar. Coffee's fresh, breakfast's ready, come inside. The cabin smells of bacon, wood, and comfort. Nam's mother hugs her tight. Still our lake girl, she says, eyes bright. Mai laughs softly, feeling something settle inside. Belonging. After breakfast, Nam's mother brings out an old album. Remember this, she asks, opening a page. A photo of 12-year-old Mai and Nam on a wooden raft. Their smiles wide, sunburned, fearless. They laugh until their eyes water. Outside, the day brightens, gold spilling over the lake. Neighbors arrive with stories and food. They remember her instantly. Weren't you the one who caught that record bass? She rebuilt the dock with her dad, didn't she? Each word restores something she thought was lost. Mai feels seen again, without needing to prove it. Then a boat engine interrupts the peace. Everyone turns toward the water. A sleek rental glides closer. Lynn stands at the bow, camera crew behind her. Mai, she calls, voice carefully concerned. Mom and Dad are worried sick. Nam's father steps forward, calm but firm. We're in the middle of a gathering, miss. Mai raises her chin, eyes steady. I told them where I'd be. With people who actually remember my childhood. A murmur ripples through the crowd. Lynn falters, her smile slipping. With nowhere to dock, she turns the boat away. When the noise fades, someone hands Mai a beer. She sits on the dock, legs dangling over the water. The sun burns low, warm on her face. She opens her phone just once. A post from Nam, fishing with my oldest friend like every summer. Comments fill beneath it, neighbors confirming every memory. She smiles, closing the screen. For the first time in years, she doesn't feel erased. The lake reflects her back, whole and real. A year drifts by like a slow current. Mai stands on a new dock, her own now. The air smells of cedar and wet earth. The lake is smaller, quieter but entirely hers. The real estate agent smiles, handing her the keys. Congratulations on your lakefront cabin. Mai closes her fingers around the metal. It feels like a heartbeat pulsing in her palm. Not a property, but a promise. Inside, sunlight spills across unpainted floors. She opens the windows wide, letting wind rush in. No memories to compete with, no ghosts to please. Just peace, clean and unfiltered. By afternoon, Nam arrives with boxes. His laughter fills the empty space easily. Need a hand, homeowner. Only if you brought snacks, she teases. They unpack together in companionable silence. The house begins to breathe like something alive. Weekends turn into projects and paint-stained mornings. They fix the deck, hang lights, plant herbs by the window. Each small change becomes a ritual of renewal. At dawn, Mai drinks coffee on the porch. The water glows gold under the rising sun. She casts her line, the motion steady and sure. When the line tugs, she laughs out loud. Nam runs out, camera in hand. First catch from your own dock. She poses briefly, grinning wide. Don't post it, she says after. Some moments don't need an audience. He nods, lowering the phone. The fish flips free, sliding back into the lake. Days stretch into quiet rhythm. Her mother texts sometimes, softer now. The garden club asked about you. Your old room is always open. No mention of Lynn. No talk of the lakehouse. One evening, Nam scrolls his feed. Your sister hasn't posted from the lake in months. My only shrugs. The lake was never her story. Then an email from her father arrives. The subject reads, "Dock repairs." He writes, "Maybe we can go fishing when it's fixed." It feels like a peace offering, folded in digital form. She answers simply, kindly, but keeps her distance. Boundaries built like solid wood under her feet. A week later, Nam brings a worn wooden box. "Dad wanted you to have this," he says. Inside lies her father's old tackle set, brass corners dull with age. Her breath catches at the sight. She runs her fingers over the familiar grooves. Tears sting but do not fall. "Guess he remembered who really fished," Nam jokes softly. She smiles, eyes glimmering. Family, she thinks, can be chosen too. Summer deepens, and her world fills with new voices. Children gather by the dock each weekend. Mai kneels beside them, teaching how to cast gently, how to respect the water that holds their reflections. Their laughter ripples across the lake. A local paper writes a short story about her program. She never checks if her parents read it. At sunrise, she sits alone again. The rod rests beside her, unused. The lake glows like a mirror of light. A fish breaks the surface, scattering gold ripples. Mai watches, content to let it swim away. Some moments, she knows now, aren't meant to be caught. They're meant to be lived. The sky blushes pale gold above the trees. Mai sits at the edge of her dock, legs in the water. The air hums with the soft rhythm of morning. No camera, no audience, no need for proof. Only the quiet sound of life continuing. She breathes deeply, letting the stillness fill her chest. Each ripple on the lake carries a fragment of peace. The years of noise and pretending fade like mist. She touches the wood beneath her palm, warm and real. This dock, this lake, this life, built by her own hands. Her reflection stares back, calm and certain. She finally recognizes the woman in the water. The girl who once lost everything has found more. Freedom tastes like wind, not applause. She smiles without forcing it. The world no longer needs to see her to know she exists. The lake keeps her secrets, her laughter, her truth. She whispers to the water, "I am home." The words drift outward, gentle and sure. Some stories, she thinks, don't need witnesses to be real. They just need to be lived, quietly, completely.